Hey there, friends and enemies. JoPaWrites here once again, and today we have a brand new Call of Duty Warzone video for you. This one is talking about all the information they just released, which is absolutely insane. So much to go over, and I wanted to bring all that to you because they posted on Twitter. There's a webpage that you can go to, callofduty.com, that shows all of this information. And just talking about it, I'm very excited about the future of the game because, as you all know, I love Warzone. I don't really play a ton of regular Call of Duty, and Vanguard is something I'm not super interested in currently, but some of these changes, some of these things coming in has me a little bit more intrigued. So I wanted to go over all of this with you guys and see what we thought. Now, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Helps me out tremendously. I'll be putting out a bunch of Warzone content, especially come December 2nd, once the new Warzone update, the new Warzone season does hit. So I'm excited for that. I hope you guys are too. Now, here's the roadmap that they put out. On the left, you're going to see Vanguard with the campaign, multiplayer, and zombies, as well as in Warzone, we have the last days of Verdansk and the limited time event and modes that are coming in November, which is cool. Send off Verdansk in a cool way. They are having a actual end of season, end of Verdansk event that is going to be hopefully better than some of the previous end of season events that we've seen in the past. Now, on the right, that's what I'm really excited about, the Pacific Warzone update. We've got the Caldera map, which looks really, really cool. I like that it's brighter than Verdansk. It seems open. It seems like not a lot of buildings to camp up in, but we'll see as we get hands-on. Rebirth Island is staying in, which is huge. I know a lot of people like the fast-paced nature of Rebirth, and that's really, really cool. Vanguard Royale and new combat vehicles. This is going to be something very interesting. We'll go over it in a little bit as we read through the entire details. But what this means is you'll be using only the weapons and then some of the vehicles from Vanguard, not Modern Warfare, not Black Ops Cold War, just Vanguard. So this will be a separate playlist for those who just want to play in that sandbox with those weapons and see how it feels there. That's cool. I think that's an interesting change and one that I'm looking forward to testing out and seeing how it plays, because it does seem like there's going to be vehicle dogfights in that. So almost a little Battlefield-esque in that nature, which could be interesting. Regular Battle Royale, which will include weapons from all three titles and so on and so forth. So I'm excited about all of that. Now, on the left here, you're going to see, not see because my camera's going to be blocking it, but they have a lot of information. They have campaign information, zombies, multiplayer, all that kind of good stuff. I'm not too concerned about that, so I'm going to focus on what's coming for Warzone specifically. First and foremost, the Ricochet anti-cheat, which is a kernel level anti-cheat for PC. I just ran into a cheater with my friends playing yesterday, so it's something that cannot come soon enough. That's really exciting. Hopefully it works as well as they're hoping to, because I think that'll be absolutely vital to the health of the game long term, and something that has been needed for quite some time. I hope that it does pan out as expected, because otherwise it's the one thing in the game that really has been missing for a long time. Warzone Operation Flashback, Secrets of the Pacific, and Last Hours in Verdansk. These are going to be the new limited time events that are going to be happening in November. And they're bringing back classic moments and many more with a unique emblem and animated calling card. Enjoy the nostalgia and get rewarded for playing, which is cool. It's a very interesting. At least they're giving you some reason, some incentive to play over the last couple weeks of this map before it does go away. Uncover intel on Caldera through the Secrets of Pacific starting November 24th. So basically the last week before we have the new update, we're going to get some information on the new map, which will be interesting. They do a pretty decent job. Countdown to the end of Verdansk, less than 40 days remaining. So the destruction begins on November 30th. So that's going to be very interesting. And like I said, at the end of the season, there's going to be an end of season event that's going to carry us from the old map to the new map, from the old system to the new system. So I'm excited about that. There will probably be some downtime, I would imagine. I don't know how long, maybe a day or so, but they're going to be swapping all that over. So expect some hiccups the very first day, December 2nd, of the Warzone Pacific, because there's going to be a mess. You know that's definitely going to be a thing. So lush forests and rocky crags, white sand beaches, mysterious ruins. These and a dormant volcano that towers over the 200 plus points of interest. That's the Warzone Pacific Caldera map. Again, looks really cool. I'm excited about the change of pace that we're going to see with that quite a bit. I think it's been too long since we've seen a new map or new locations that really change up the way people play Warzone. And that's one of the things that something like Apex Legends does really good. They're releasing their fourth map here at the new season when that starts. So I know Warzone has Rebirth, but new maps or map overhauls. That's another thing Apex does, and obviously Fortnite does really, really well, is just revamping the map to make you kind of search for the new hotspots, the new good locations where it's really going to benefit your team to drop. So we'll see how that works. We're going to find out soon where the new superstore is, the new hottest drop, where everyone wants to go. So a map roughly the size of Verdansk, and it will be based on 2 years of research and listening to the community. Interesting. Looks like some villages here. This looks similar to one of the Apex maps right here, this little section. So, built on the same tech and engine as Call of Duty Vanguard, which is similar to what they used in Modern Warfare as well, which is pretty cool. I think that's a good thing, because I know a lot of people didn't like the feel of Black Ops Cold War as much. Vanguard's integration with Warzone, including 24-hour exclusive access period, dedicated main playlist, and dogfighting detailed. So dogfighting, new Vanguard content, shine in dedicated playlist, available to all players. Take to the skies and maneuver. AA guns to break up epic aerial battles in Vanguard Royale, featuring a streamlined loadout and weapon pool. Honoring your progression, integration adds Vanguard content. Expect all your operators, calling cards, and more from Black Ops Cold War and Modern Warfare to stay in Warzone. Obviously, as expected, with the amount of money people have put in towards skins and updated battle passes and stuff. 24-hour exclusive access to Caldera for Vanguard players. So if you own Call of Duty Vanguard, you can play the new map a day early. Whereas if you don't have access to it, if you don't have Vanguard, you'll only be able to play Rebirth Island during that time. And then Caldera is just the beginning of Vanguard's full integration into Warzone. And there's no better place to experience all this fresh content than in the dedicated Vanguard modes for Warzone Pacific. Vanguard Royale mode and later Vanguard Plunder showcase all new content from the Season 1 update onwards, including weaponry and vehicles like biplanes and AA trucks. The Pacific is home to dogfighting aerial battles. Think of precision airstrike, where you are in the cockpit ready to rain down fire on a squad or defend yours from the enemy pilot. That, in the most basic terms, is what you can imagine aerial combat is like in the Pacific. Expect a new machine gun fighter aircraft to add another element of strategy and firepower to your squad's winning Warzone Pacific tactics. These are also just a part of the brand new set of vehicles for the wars. Vanguard's focused modes. Another is an anti-air truck that provides a solid solution to grounding planes other than launchers, LMGs, stationary AA turrets, or taking to the skies yourself. So again, this is going to provide something different. It's not going to be for everyone. I know there are a lot of people who don't like air fighting, planes, and all that kind of good stuff in their modes, which is fine. They can stick to the basic Battle Royale playlist and not really jump in the Vanguard playlist as much. Only Vanguard weaponry can be used in those loadouts. Streamlines the meta, granting new players an opportunity to jump in without facing fully maxed out loadouts right at launch. Grants room for experimentation with new weapons, giving the most hardcore community meta profits a place to focus on the future for a winning loadout. Operators previously earned Warzone content can use what they've acquired after Vanguard's integration. Obviously, all operators, your progression, personal profile, and the store will stock Warzone bundles as well as Legacy, Black Ops Cold War, and Modern Warfare content. That makes sense. So in those who purchased Vanguard, like I said, you'll be able to participate on a 24-hour Caldera exclusive access event in the Warzone Pacific starting on launch day, December 2nd. So December 3rd for everybody else is when you'll get access to the Caldera map. at the start of Season 1, 150 plus weapons in Caldera within standard Battle Royale and Plunder modes. Rebirth Island returns. Original Warzone vehicle is still cruising. Your pink anime truck isn't going anywhere. All original vehicles and their vehicle skins, including ATVs and other Verdansk era modes of transport, still exist in these playlists. Warzone is big enough for 2 islands after all. For those with Warzone experience since integration with Modern Warfare and Black Ops Cold War, here is what we can. The first are playlists that include Rebirth Island from Resurgence to Mini Royales and many more. Is back to complement the main Warzone Pacific experience, which makes sense. Having an alternative to the main playlist is super important. So, and you'll have Battle Royale and Plunder on Caldera, which is kind of what everyone expected, as well as the usual vehicles that we've already seen. Vanguard players can expect 3 new multiplayer maps. That's for regular Vanguard, and then the season marks the first battle pass across Vanguard and Warzone with your standard 100 tiers of items, weapon blueprints, operator skins, all that kind of good stuff. And then here are some pre-order rewards for if you're pre-ordering Vanguard or not. Yeah, and Epic Year of free content with the seasons, although not really free, so that's kind of questionable. But other than that, that's pretty much everything that they showed off. I'm excited about the changes to Warzone that are finally happening. It's been a long time coming. All of this is good news. I think it's going to really revitalize the playlist. If the anti-cheat is good, and if maybe 3 months, maybe 2 seasons, however long that may take, from there, you maybe develop a ranked playlist to kind of give a refresh. I think that's what Warzone is missing and has been missing, is they rely on the new titles to be their refresh, but like halfway through the year is when you need some other change of pace, whether it's a Rebirth Island, whether it's a ranked playlist, something to keep things fresh, because they're going too long without actual updates besides just a new gun, one tower being missing from the map or something of that nature. They need more frequent changes in order to keep people invested throughout the year, and we'll see if they can do that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. My name is JoPaWrites. Catch y'all later.